Tom walked between the lines of coffee for half a mile, knocking fragments of water onto his sleeves, little bubble lenses that amplified the weave, then broke, darkening in. He walked to within earshot and no further. A surprisingly dull sound of ceremony. One voice, then many voices. One voice, then many voices, that recalled school chapel, although probably they were spared hymns. That's the Broken Word, a narrative poem I wrote set in Kenya in the early mid-50s during the Mau Mau rebellion against British colonial rule. My original plan was that it would be a set of short stories. What happened was that I realised quite quickly that there was only one story, Tom's, that I particularly wanted to tell, and also that I wanted the technical resources of poetry, particularly to accomplish the violence that is kind of so central to these events. I had somewhat in mind Hemingway for this quality of a very minimal style of writing, which activates the reader's imagination and the reader becomes sort of a collaborator. I wanted it also to be a very kind of rapid feeling experience. I wanted the reader to be thrown into Tom's experience. When the events of the poem start, he's just returned to his family farm from school. This is the summer before he goes up to Oxford. And as he gets home, these events are sort of starting to pick up speed, and he gets caught up in them and kind of then spat out. We're all inheritors of systems of violence that we don't choose, and I think that's right. That is very much what I was after expressing. After Tom's been caught up in these events in Kenya, he does eventually get to start university in Oxford, and so the last few chapters of the poem are set here. Tom picked up his tutor's small coal shovel and beat his blotchy head. The tutor fended with vague, slender hands. "What on earth are you doing?" Leaking dinges in his skull, eyes clouding, Tom athletically rendering him down until the whole study was lacquered red. Chair, lampshades, pictures, books, and Tom himself, that old penny taste of blood in his mouth. He wiped his face on his pillow, considering the variations in this version of the dream, and got up to be gone before his scout came in. Better to go out altogether and avoid college breakfast. Instead, he went to a cafe where he could sit, eat eggs and foam-flecked rashers, and feel like an open sewer, deep poison seeping from him, and not be seen by anyone he knew.